Right, hello, welcome to this video for the BMW 320 M Sport Convertible. It's a 320D, it's for diesel, so it's turbo diesel. This is a 2013 registered vehicle. It is the M Sport version, it's a manual gearbox. So this vehicle was recorded as a category car. So it's been damaged and repaired. Okay, so the damage that we know of is the front end. So I'm going to go into detail with that in a bit. So first of all, just have a quick walk around the vehicle. As you can see, looks very good, and it's only covered 29,000 miles. So just 29,000 miles. So as you expect, it's in very good condition. Okay, so look at the boot first. So open the boot. You've got the boot there. You've got your storage down there. You've got your locking wheel nut down there. Your screwdriver and your towing eye down here. And then under here, I don't think there's anything under here. There's no spare wheel in these. So that's all the computers, electrics and fuel tank in there. So this plastic cover here, you have to pull down and lock it in before the roof works. Otherwise, you're losing the space for your luggage. So let's close this. So that's electronic, so that electronically pulls it down. So on the remote control on these, they are programmed to open. So if we just stand back and we get the remote and press the unlock button and hold it like so, it should, yep, here we go. So yeah, that's a good little feature. So you know, if you're in the house, it's a very hot summer's day and it's really hot in that car because the sun's been shining into it, then you can just press it from your living room window or kitchen window and it will open. So it's nice and cool for you when you get outside. Okay, the colour of this vehicle is pearl white. So it's a pearl white and it's metallic as well. Obviously it's not, unfortunately it's a bit overcast here today, so you cannot see the pearl in the paint, but it is pearlescent. Okay, right, I'm going to start here, make sure we cover everything, because obviously with it being a damaged repaired car, people want to be extra cautious. Let me tell you a little bit of history about the vehicle. So this vehicle was purchased by my local MOT centre owner, retired owner, Brian. Brian is been retired for a few years, and he actually lives in Spain most of the time as well. So he bought this a couple of years ago, believe it or not, and he had it repaired himself at the local repair shop, professional repair shop, and they bought all the bits for it, the bumper. This is a new headlight, by the way, and the bonnet. They actually got a second-hand bonnet in white as well, so they got that fitted. So that's what he's done. So everything's been fitted. And at the same time, Brian says, because it's metallic, let's have all the lot done. So he's painted all the car. So all the car's been painted. So there's not a scratch or dent on this vehicle. Then what happened last year, he got it repaired. And obviously we had the corona. And Brian got stuck in Spain for a year. So yeah, he'd been stuck there. He come back, and then he obviously came back, and he's not used the car. So him and his wife decided, we don't really need it. So he decided to sell it, and that's how we've got it. Because, normally we wouldn't want to buy a category car because we don't know the history. But with this one, I know the history. Obviously, Brian's an MOT tester, or a retired MOT tester, and he's obviously gone through it himself and checked everything. So we trust this vehicle. So let's pop the bonnet. So pull the bonnet here. Okay, let's start with the bonnet itself. So it is a second-hand bonnet, Brian did tell me. So it is, but it is white. So it's got all the stickers as well, the aircon, gas stickers, etc. on there. A little bit of different shade there on the paint on the hinges there. I don't know why. Okay, so that's the bonnet. The bonnet done. Okay. So under here it's all clean. I'm going to start up here nice and slow so you can see these little black spots there. These are little flies. Okay, so don't think it's anything to do with the paintwork. It's the flies what are floating around today. As you can see, everything looks really tidy. No screws are missing, no bolts are missing. It's just recently been serviced as well, so there's new oil in this engine. The screen wash is full. I don't know if you can see it, that's where it's up to, and it is got proper screen wash as well, not just clear water. So that's under the bonnet. I don't know if there's much more I can really show down here. Okay, you just close this bonnet because now you want to see the shut lines, which is very important as well. So people want to see the shut lines, the gaps between each side, make sure they're nice and flush. There's no, you know what I mean, no wider gaps one side than the other. So people, that's what they look for. Also the gaps for the wings as well, people look for those, make sure there's no tolerance, should we say. Okay, this wheel, the wheels are in good condition, to be fair. There are some marks on them and there's some signs of a very slight corrosion coming through the lacquer, like on that one there, ever so slightly there, but in our view it's quite acceptable. Brake discs are quite good as well, they're not worn or anything like that, they're good. Everything's there, the wheel arch liner is there as well. This one's also got the headlight washer as well, the washer jet system, and the lower fog lights. This wheel, this is the one that gets the most action, and it's quite good, to be fair. I just can see a little bit on the edge there, as you can see, just a little bit. Rear discs are in reasonable condition as well. Obviously 29,000 mile condition, I would say. The rear ones, they're not bad at all. A little tiniest of lips there, a little tiny edge, but nothing drastic at all. Bridgestone tyres, the Potenzas, which are run flats as well, and the correct fitting to the 255 on the rear, 255 35 19 on the rear, and then on the front you've got the 225 40 19. So yeah, reverse parking sensors, as you can see, the single exhaust outlet there. It's got the little graphite diffuser, so that's a graphite coloured diffuser at the lower, underneath the bumper. It's even got the, that's the garage, that's Brian's garage, Clown Test and Repair. That's just up the road from us, about a couple of miles away. Yeah, these spots are these little flies, so little flies them. Oh, this is nice. Okay, let's take a look inside. So this has got the brushed aluminium effect garnish across there. It's got the satin black surrounds, as in, if you look here, this piece here, this plastic all the way across, some have the wood effect, some have the piano black gloss. This is the satin. So satin, that piece there, the satin speaker surround, and the door handles there, they're all satin, which are good because they wear better. The kick plate there, the M-Tech kick plate. Foot pedals are rubber. I don't think they have the aluminium foot pedal option on the BMW. So it's also got the automatic lights there. The brushed aluminium effect garnish goes up there and across and down in the centre console there. Okay, as you can see, this is a pretty well-spec'd vehicle. So this has got the iDrive, or the sat-nav unit up here, okay, which is an extra. It's also got the heated seats, which is an extra as well. So let's start this vehicle. So we put the key in, and it's a push button start up here, foot on the brake, on the clutch. So everything, all the lights should go off. Yep. Let's turn the radio off. So it's 29,363 miles. So up here we've got the, if we press the nav, we've got the map. So it's a sat nav system, okay, which is a very expensive extra. I think it's almost £2,000 extra, that. So it's a £2,000 extra. Heated seats, I think they're £300 extra, the heated seats. The leather seats are as well. You've got this lovely leather steering wheel, the M Sport steering wheel. If we look at this one, because 90% of these, the rubber coating on this area around here starts to peel off. I mean, people start driving and their fingernails scratch it and that. So the high mileage ones, the ones that have done 80, 90, 100,000 miles, they all start peeling and crumbling away. Horrible. But this is absolutely perfect. There's nothing peeling away. It looks like 29,000 miles. There's no damage anywhere. Okay, we've got the cruise control down there as well. So cruise control, you've got the voice command. It should work if I press this. Press that. Radio 1.
25 yard.
Oh, she's saying 25 yard, obviously. Ah, it is radio 1. Radio 1 there. Yes, it's got voice command. So it's got voice command. Up here you've got traction control, your central locking button, your warning, hazard warning switch. Here you've got your dual zone climate control. So you've got your left and your right temperature settings. Your heated seat buttons here. In fact, I'll press that one, otherwise my bottom will get a bit too hot. It's got the fan. As you can see, these buttons, and especially this one here, that one and that one, get the most usage. And normally on these, at this kind of age, but obviously not mileage, these start wearing off, you know, badly. And this one, as you can see, there's no wear and tear because of the mileage, 29,000 miles. Okay, you've got a CD player as well there. You've got your stop start on and off there, so it is a stop start. Down here we press this and we have got a 12 volt power output, a coin tray, so to pull that out, so that's your charging your phone, etc. Here you've got this lovely 6-speed M Sport gear lever, and then down here you've got this control for the features, the menu, sat nav, etc., telephone, etc. Then here you've got the electric roof up and down switch. Then you've got your drinks holders there, 1 and 2. So you press them, they pop out. I'm sure you've seen them before. You've got your anti-glare rear view mirror. So this little sensor here is so when the headlights come and shine in your rear view mirror, it'll tint itself so not to blind you. In the armrest here we have got, let's have a look, we have got a telephone cradle. So this has got the telephone option if you decide to have a car phone. It's also got the aux and the USB input, and you've got another charger there, so that's good. We've also got some oh hang on, there's an old Sony remote there and a telephone wire from the previous owner. Okay, so that's all good. What else is there? Okay, is there illuminated vanity mirrors? Yes, there is illuminated vanity mirrors, so they go on and off. Also, yeah, illuminated vanity mirror for the driver as well. Let's have a look under quite a little tray there as well. Oh, in fact, if you look, there is a cigarette lighter there. So there's a cigarette lighter, so it has got a smoker's package. So if I do this and do this, I know what's happened. Right, so that goes in there. And then here in the armrest we've got this one which somebody obviously put in. If we pull that out like so, we've got this one which covers there. That's what's happened. Okay, that's lovely. Okay, what else have we got? What else have we got here? Let's think. Lockable glove box, yes, a lockable glove box there. You can see the keyhole down there. You've got the documents here. Unfortunately, we cannot find the service history for this vehicle. I've been trying at some BMW dealers because this iDrive system is not the latest one. It changed on the 2014. So this one, if I go press the menu and go to the vehicle, let's have a look. Vehicle information, vehicle status, like so. It doesn't have the service history. So the icon there, we go down, we've got that, you press that, it says service requirements. So it'll tell you what the rear brakes have got, the engine oil, etc., brake pads, all that sort of stuff. It'll tell you the life expectancy of those, but it doesn't have service history recorded on this year. It's a timing chain engine anyway, so that's good to know. It's got a timing chain, so the chain doesn't really need changing unless a mechanic spots it's starting to rattle or stretch, which are very, very rare on this year. The earlier BMWs did suffer. This year is not that problem. So it's not a rubber belt, so you've got nothing to worry about that. It's also got the electric memory seats. So here we've got the 2-setting electric memory seats. So it's fully electric, so there's no puller on the front, so these actually control the seat going forward and backwards as well. Okay, and they're black leather as well, black leather all through and through. Put the seat back up. Okay, the back seats clean, unmarked. Got an air vent there, and you've got a cigarette or coin tray there. Got that back of the seats. Also got the fitted car mats, the tailored fit car mats. Right, what I'm going to do is I'll go around the other side, show you the door on this side. There's no signs of any overspray anywhere, so it's got a professional paint job, this car. So when they painted it, I can see that they've masked it off at the seams there. That's where they've masked it off. So they've not painted inside the door shuts because the stickers are here. So they've masked it off with that, they call it a feather edge masking. So they masked it off so it's nice. It all fits that line. We've also got this electric button here which moves the seat backwards and forwards. If you press that, it will go forwards and backwards. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put the roof up now so we can see the inside of the roof lining and the hardtop itself. So this button here, if I press that, you can see it starting to come up and work. You've got to keep your hand on it. Unfortunately, this procedure only works with the finger on the button, not with the remote control. So I can't do this with the remote control closing it, only opening it. Now, if you want to spend the extra money and you go to a specialist, which you could probably find on the internet, you can actually have that feature on your remote added on. Obviously you have to pay for it, but you can have it added on. Okay, so there's the roof lining. It is black. And then I'm going to look at the roof itself, make sure there's no damage and all the shut lines are correct. That's the front shut line there. The roof is gleaming white. As I've said, it's had a full respray, this car. It's just a little bit of dust on there. I'll just scratch that off. There we go. And that's a little fly there. That's all. The rear screen, very good. Look down here as well, all down these little channels, these little rain channels. They're very clean, no green moss or anything like that. I've got a tiny bit of masking evidence here. I can spot just there, as you can see, a little bit of masking. It's about 0.5 millimetre out. You know, when you're really looking for things, you can find things. I think the worst person to sell a car to that's been painted is another painter, because, you know, it's just like a chef. You can cook whatever you want for another chef and he'll find something wrong with it. So yeah, that is the problem with all trades, I suppose. I'm sure when you watch people like Carol Vorderman on Countdown on the TV and she adds a sum up, I'm sure there's some mathematician saying no, that's not how you do it. So there's always someone complaining about someone else. As you can see, it's got the lovely LED angel eye lights. Like the number plate, yeah. Switch the lights on to show you the rear lights in action as well. So the lights are off now. There's the daytime running lights. So switch the main beams on. You can see the rear lights, very pretty. And then the front ones, we've got this little amber light there. Very Americanish, shall we say. Americans have these little amber lights, but that's the nighttime ones. As you can see, LED, light emitting diodes, that's what they call it, stands for, LED. That's what you've got, LED and xenon lights. Very pretty. Let's walk around the vehicle once more and we're done. I have only got one key with this vehicle as well. It only came with one key. Unfortunately, we can't order another key because it's not in our name, the logbook. So that's what needs to be done. But I may as well tell you now, this car only comes with one key. We like to be nice and honest. I don't want to waste your time, you don't want to waste my time. I tell you everything, and that's why I'm doing this 25-minute video. I think this is the longest one I've ever done. Longest one. I did the Ferrari yesterday, that was 18 minutes. The Ferrari FF, the £275,000 Ferrari, did a video on that. But this is quite long, we're into 25 minutes and counting. So yeah, okay, so there we have it. A lovely low mileage, pearl white 320D M Sport Manual with the upgraded iDrive sat-nav system. It's got the 19-inch alloy wheels, and it's got the Black Dakota heated leather sport seats. Thank you for watching. I may as well wait another 5 seconds for 26 minutes. 3, 2